Hey friends, it's me Alyssa and I am back with Live and Local Atlanta. It's New Year's Day!
Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I'm here with my incredible friend, founder of Synergy PR Services. I'm here with Clorissa Wright-Thomas. Had to throw that second name in there. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know if I should just go right.
No, yes, we want that. Thank you.
I cannot believe it's 2024. We've known each other for so many years.
Yes.
And I really wanted to take today to start highlighting some new goals and new promises I have for you all, which is bringing you incredible stories, incredible people,
Yes.
and helping you all build a great 2024. So today I want to just talk with my dear friend.
Yes, ma'am.
And we just, shoot the breeze, talk about our 2024 and what our goals are.
I'm here for it.
I love it. So let's start with, you are truly a PR expert. So let's start with kind of how you got to that part.
So public relations, we actually just celebrated our 17th year in business November. So we have been in business since 2006, and I am elated to be where we are as a company right now. I got my start years ago by default, completely by default, working as an admissions advisor at a college. It parlayed itself into me doing some hobby work in the PR field and fell in love with it, turned it into a company. And here we are years later. That's the long and short. That's the short version of a very long story.
Absolutely. And I know you've told me a little bit about your story, and I just think it's so incredible. I've had the pleasure of being able to watch you grow, and we've grown together.
That's right.
Throughout time. So it's been quite exciting to watch you grow and what you do. Can we talk about how, with such an impressive business you've built for yourself, how do you set goals for yourself?
You know what? Setting goals, I think you should do them regularly. I don't think you should just do top of the year goals. So everybody, look, we all do the new year, new me thing. I think it's very important to set and check on your goals regularly. So for me, for myself as a leader, I try to implement quarterly goals. Just because I need to do checks and balances, and the things that we set out to do in the beginning of the year, they may change. We may have been thinking too small, and then you run across an opportunity that says, wow, we need to go bigger with our goals. So I recommend a regular schedule of, every 3 months, just sit down, see what you accomplished the previous quarter. What do you need to do to catch up if you're running behind, and then just continue to set goals as the year goes along, because you never know what path you're going to take when you start the year off.
Absolutely. And I feel for me, when it comes to setting goals, number one, I keep a daily checklist in my phone. Use iPhone. I use the reminders.
Yes.
So weekly, I tell myself to look at my goals list. I write a list of goals down I want done for the year. And each month, like you said, or each quarter, I do look at that, and I think about, how can I break this down into those little attainable goals, those little baby steps to make the big goal happen.
That's right.
And, for me, one thing I definitely use is an agenda, an actual physical planner.
So you like the old school, book?
I have to. It's the writing. It's something about writing in a book.
I like a book, too. It's old school, but I love it.
Yes, there's something about writing in a book. It's just, you remember more. It's more attainable. I mean, yes, I have my digital calendar, which is crazy. I have 2 digital calendars, 1 agenda. I'm like, if I didn't have my agenda, I would probably fail miserably in life without that.
And you need the physical book, because if technology fails us, you still need a reference point. So yes, smart girl.
Yes, and one of the things I have to say, when I'm searching for an agenda, one of the things I love is the planners that have your weekly little inspirational quote where it's like, you are a diamond in the rough, or something like that, because even though I may not actually be reading it, it's sinking in my brain subconsciously, because every day I'm looking at my agenda, every day I'm looking at my planner, what's my daily goal, what's my actual go plan for the day. Can you walk us through kind of what a day looks like for you as a successful person?
Well, first of all, thank you for giving me that, dawning me successful. You just mentioned something that I think is really important. For me, I also have the same sentiment when it comes to the calendar at home. I still have a physical hanging wall calendar at home. And I select calendars that have a quote of inspiration or a beautiful image, something that is inspiring that I'm looking at while I'm brushing my teeth in the morning and things like that. So I think that seeing positivity when you wake up is really important. And for myself, my morning routine, I've been trying my best to improve my morning routine, just because if you research the practices of billionaires, most of them have a really good morning routine and evening routine. So for myself, I try to start off a day with a successful attitude, a successful outlook on positivity. So that will include sometimes listening to something inspirational. I do not check emails. Don't check your emails at the beginning of the day. It is it's good to stay informed, but before you give to yourself, before you give to yourself, you shouldn't be doing other things. So that's kind of how I start my day. And then other successful practices are, like you said, having a list, having a set of goals to achieve for the day, something to kind of keep you on track. My personality is really I could be doing something, and then if I get a phone call or if something happens, I'm like, now I'm derailed. So I'd like a list to kind of make me say, oh, okay, now I'm back to center. Now I'm back to center. So I think to be any successful person, you have to have some sort of order, some sort of structure, and some sort of daily accountability for yourself. So make the list, but also keep checking the list as the day goes along.
Absolutely. And I have to ask, I have heard this before where it's, don't check your emails in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
What time do you check your emails then?
Well, you know what? Okay, so that's a good question. If you don't want to check your emails first thing in the morning, that means your morning routine probably has to start a little earlier. For me, if my staff comes into the office at 9 o'clock every day, so for me, I can't wake up at 8 a.m. and say I'm not checking emails. My husband is a very early riser. I'm talking 4:30 a.m. So that's not my natural pattern, but it becomes part of the lifestyle if you are hearing somebody moving around at 4:30 in the morning every day. So now I'm achieving about a 5:30 a.m. get up and move around. So you can afford yourself the time and the relaxed, environment to chill and, well, not chill, but pour into yourself in the mornings, and then start checking, if you're a business owner, 2 hours before the company opens, because at 7 o'clock, if I'm checking emails, I'm still ahead of the game as far as the day goes.
Absolutely. This is something I love to ask everybody who sits down in my chair, and
Yeah.
that is, walk us through that morning routine from 6 a.m. till about 10 a.m. You're probably the first person who said you wake up before 6, who sat in my chair, so I want to hear kind of your morning routine.
Okay, so this is my morning routine on paper and constantly striving to hit these every day. Some days I'm off, but ideally, wake up at 5:30. I do, before I even get out of the bed, I kind of spend some time just thinking about how grateful I am for everything. And I'm not saying it to be cliche. As you go along in life, you realize that life is short. Sometimes the day doesn't go as you wish, but there are things to still be grateful for in the middle of kind of working through things. So I give gratitude to everything that happened yesterday, and then I think about the things that I want to achieve for the day, but I'm not kicking myself into business mode immediately. Once I've kind of established my morning calm, I get up, I start my face routine, washing the face and just kind of waking myself up. And I don't drink coffee, and I'm not really a morning eater, but I do find that having a morning tea regimen is pleasant. It warms the soul. It's pleasant. And then they have a bunch of different teas for energy or, just different. I drink a sunshine tea. And it helps to kind of, again, keep the ease of the morning so you're not ramped up before you get to the office. Then I will get dressed, or sometimes I'll sit and listen to motivational music or motivational videos on YouTube. There are a ton of motivational videos, compilations. I'm trying my best to work into a yoga regimen. I'm not there yet, but I will do some beginner yoga stretching in the mornings before I start activating my body fully for work. And this is all in my bedroom. So before I even leave the bedroom, I have some things that I do. Once I leave the bedroom, then I'm like, okay, now I can start the day. So getting dressed, taking into account what meetings I have to decide what I'm going to wear for the day. And before I even start talking to other people, I've already established that the day's going to be good. I feel great. I've poured into myself emotionally and spiritually. Then I picked out something nice to wear, and now I'm off to the people. So, yeah, pour into yourself before you start dealing with the world.
I love that. Now, I'm not a coffee or a tea drinker.
Okay.
I'm straight water. I mean, I do have every now and then a soda if I really am I want something a little sugary, but almost 9 times out of 10, I'm only drinking water.
That's why your skin's so beautiful? Yes, yes.
No. But speaking of yoga, I think this is a great way to kind of segue into, I actually recently was talking with one of my other friends over at Shape Up Kickboxing, and that is owner Steven, and he is the owner of Shape Up Kickboxing in Flowery Branch, and they've got some amazing stuff happening in 2024. So I want to kick it out over to him to share some of their 2024 plans and goals and how you can get your life healthy this year.
You can do this too. You get motivated enough, come see us. You can train like we do. You can do it. Good luck.
Don't overthink it. Just get right in there and just start. The thing is people think they have to have this grand plan. They think that they have to know everything, and they think they have to, have it all figured out. And really, what happens is people overthink it and they don't take action. So if you want to change your life and you want to fix your fitness, what you have to do is to take action, get out there and go try something. I recommend coming to a Shape Up Kickboxing location because we're used to people that may not have worked out for a while, or someone's been working out a lot and they just want a real good challenge. We're going to meet you where you're at, and we're going to help you every single step of the way. It's a fantastic way to get in shape and have a lot of fun, meet new people. Hey, it's New Year's now, and you've set your resolutions, and the main thing I want you to know is I want you to take action. Get out there and get started right away. Don't overthink it. Go out and start working on yourself right away. I like to tell people that summer bodies are made in the wintertime. The way kickboxing class operates is you come in, you're going to meet some fun, friendly people. We're going to show you everything you need to know, and you're going to come in and first of all, you're going to do some warm-up rounds with push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, squats, things like that. Then we stretch out. Then we're going to go into the bag rounds. We've got 6 bag rounds. The bag rounds are high-intensity. They're high-intensity interval training, HIIT training. So what we do is we do a 3-minute bag round, and as soon as you think you're about to die, we stop and let you have a break. And it's the best way to get your heart rate up and get your cardio going really good and shed some pounds. The bag rounds are super fun. Yeah, Shape Up Kickboxing, it's so much fun. The workouts are they're different every night. We have different coaches every single day. And the energy that everybody brings is just fantastic. And one of the big things about Shape Up Kickboxing is we have a really great family feel. Our coaches are super warm and welcoming. We understand that people, they come from all different backgrounds and all different fitness levels, and we meet you where you're at, and we help you get to the next level. All you need is a couple hours a week to change your life. Consistency, doing it every single week, doing it when it's tough. That's the times that's most important. Sometimes we have kickboxers that say, they were really tired, they didn't feel like coming to class, and I encourage them to come to class those days, especially. When you get to a class, when you have the discipline to get there, when you're having a rough day, you find out you're going to have the best workout of your life. Keep that up. Don't have any excuses. Put it on your calendar. Say these are the 2 days or 3 days a week I'm going to go and take care of myself. And the thing is every single hour you spend working out, you are adding benefit to your life. You're getting a huge return on investment. When you spend a couple hours working out, you're adding time to your life, you're adding quality to your life, and the people that depend on you, they need somebody that is healthy. They need somebody that's happy. And when you're a better person, you can be better for your family, you can be better for your children, you can be better at your job. Everything in your life improves whenever you take care of yourself. We have a great way for you to get started. So we have, all our locations run a special. You get 3 classes and free gloves for $19.99. So that's a really low commitment to come in and try out class and see what it's all about. I highly encourage you, if you're interested in changing your life and starting a fitness journey, don't overthink it. Just go to shapeupkickboxing.com, find a location near you, and go in and try out class. For $19.99, you can't beat it. So if you're ready to start your fitness journey, check out shapeupkickboxing.com and come on and check out one of our locations. You're going to have a fantastic time. You're going to be welcomed, and the coaches are going to be there to help you through the class. You're going to have a great experience, and I think you're going to love it. So check out shapeupkickboxing.com, and I hope to see you soon.
We are back. I am here with my incredible friend, Clorissa Wright-Thomas. She is the founder of Synergy PR Services. We have been talking about our 2024 goals, what we do to set easy and attainable goals, our year-round goals, and everything like that. And before we left, before we jumped right into talking with my friend Steven over at Shape Up Kickboxing, we were just talking about that morning routine. Now, you're also a mom.
Yes.
And you're also a wife.
Yes.
So you've got so many other roles aside from being a boss babe and killing it in the PR game. Can we talk about kind of some of your personal goals and how you stay checked into the other roles you have in life?
That's a really great question, and I love that question just because when you're an entrepreneur, most people think that your life lives, breathes, and revolves around your business all the time. And while you do have to give a great deal of yourself to your business, you still have people at home that depend on you for love, care, consideration. So, yeah, my other roles do include being a wife. I am married 3.5 years now. Oh, yay. No. Yeah, 3.5 years, yes. So we are in this really wonderful space where we're still building and learning and kind of working on our legacy stuff together. So as a wife, it's very important for me to understand that now, not only my business and my child, I have another person whose life really has to matter and be integrated in all of my future plans I had before I was married. So it's a really wonderful place to be planning with someone. So we are trying to regiment ourselves to doing like weekly chats, not necessarily business meetings,
Yes,
but
yeah.
business practices do kind of parlay into successful marriage practices. Shout out to my client, Benika Wilson, for her book, Marriage Business, which
Yes.
kind of walks you through marriage and business practices kind of running together for success. But we set goals as a couple as well, family goals, financial goals, future planning goals, legacy, estate, and all that good stuff. And then my son, I have a son, but I also gained 2 bonus daughters with that marriage. So our family dynamic is really cool in that we've got a bunch of different age groups. We have a bunch of different culture backgrounds. So being a mom is probably the most fun I get to have because you're pouring into other people. You're getting to develop other people. So yeah, I love all of the roles. They all require something different. So again, that's why your morning regimen and your self-time is really important because you have to pour into other people all day too. So
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and I think that's so true. I twice a week have scheduled time to make sure I talk to my husband.
Yes.
I hope it doesn't make me sound bad, but I really, if I don't write it down and have the phone reminder tell me, like, hello, talk
Yeah.
to your husband. It's not that I'll forget. It's just I'm so hyper-focused
Mm-hmm.
on my work. And we don't have kids right now. So he's hyper-focused on his work. I'm hyper-focused on my work. So if I don't stop and put that effort in and say, hey, baby, what's going on with work?
Yeah.
Or, like, talk to me about your day, your life. What are you working on? We'll just continue, like, 2 separate paths.
working.
Yes.
And you have to, like you said, I think that's really nice to do that. I have a friend whose husband, when they first got married, would put in his calendar, compliment my wife on her hair every
Aw.
Tuesday because he knew she had a hair appointment. She had a standing hair appointment. So he was reminding himself to just kind of stay in the nitty-gritty of the things that make your spouse feel seen and heard. So you're smart to do that. Set a reminder because you can't just do what do you want for dinner?
Yes,
What do we
and that's not really like connecting. That's
No.
checking off your basic life needs.
That's
like
right.
we have to eat
Yeah,
until they
exactly.
create something where we don't have to eat.
Girl.
Like something.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have enough time in the day to even eat or stop for water
Yeah.
or take a moment to breathe. How do you find those pockets of time throughout the day when you need a moment to just breathe and have a second to yourself?
I'm trying to get better with delegating. So Synergy, we have a small but mighty team. So there are 6 of us at different times operating, on projects, and I'm learning that the people that I work with, the people that I have chosen to work with are really fantastic. And for me, it's about delegating. So I'm like, oh my God, I have a busy day. I have 5 meetings and we have all these proposals. I'm like, wait, so-and-so can do that meeting. Somebody else can work on this document, so it doesn't have to be me for all of the jobs anymore. So I'm still retraining my mind that even though I'm the person whose name is on the business, doesn't mean I'm the only one that is responsible enough to handle those things. So even with home stuff, so at work I'll delegate. At home, I'm not the only one who has the ability to wash a load of laundry. So, hey, somebody, son, do the laundry. Hubby, we need to reorganize the garage. My bonus baby who lives with us, hey, okay, you have to help with cleaning the kitchen today. So, delegating fairly and understanding that while we like to be super women, that we can lean on other people to help with the things that help the day go smoothly.
And I think that really, especially for women, we have so much pressure on us to be
Yeah.
that it girl, the
Yeah.
it woman. We have that great job. We
Yeah.
have the perfect relationship. We live in a perfect home. And, what we don't see, and I think men have it a little bit easier than women, is they get that community. They get the dad who lifts them up or the boss who cares for them like a son. They get the mentorship opportunities. And for women, it's just that much harder to attain those things. So it's nice to be reminded that there's a community of people around you there to help you be successful.
That's right.
You're there to help them be successful. And I think it's so refreshing to hear that because we don't hear that enough.
Right. Well, we tend to be overwhelmed and keep it to ourselves, and we feel guilty when we feel maxed out. But if you speak to other high functioning women, they're going through the same thing. I know how hard you work. I've known you for years. I know you. First of all, you're a person who meets deadlines. You turn things around. You're a woman of your word. And to do that and be that, it's difficult. So when you realize, oh, I'm not the only one feeling like this, then you realize you can have dialogue to say, well, what are you doing to stay sane? Or so-and-so, how do you manage? Because for me, some days I'm so overwhelmed and I'm like, but my friend with 5 kids and also a business and a husband is still alive and looking well. So there has to be a successful way. So I think that us forging sisterhoods that are expanding beyond just the people who are in your day-to-day life, like you and I, we can go to lunch and chat and talk and have text threads where it's like, hey, I need help. What can I do? So our community needs to be built up even by us taking the first step and extending an olive branch to another woman who looks busy and frazzled and give some help and best tips.
Yeah, absolutely. That
Yeah.
is so true. You know, I have to ask, what are some of your own 2024 goals?
2024 goals for myself personally, I do want to, again, I've talked about the morning routine. I believe that a good morning routine is instrumental to all of the things that I want for my future. I notice when I'm hunkered down and very structured, things tend to come quickly. I'm learning to activate my greatness. And that's a weird thing to say for somebody who feels so humble all the time, but there is greatness in all of us, and I think we have to foster and build up the things that make us great so that we can go as far as we like to go, number one. Goals for the company, I want us to get larger contracts, expand our client base. We do work domestically and internationally. I want more of all of that type of business. We have delved really deeply into the film and television world, like actual film production and stuff before it actually hits theaters. We want to expand our movie and television sector. We work really well with all of the industries, and we just want more people to have their eyes on us and to, get into some other rooms.
Absolutely. I think that is so incredible. I mean, we've worked together for years, and you really did touch on something that I think it totally slipped my mind. But just seeing, again, how hard you've worked has been inspiring to me. It's one of the reasons I've continued to push forward, because I've been able to look to you and see some of the things you're doing and hear words of guidance and encouragement from you.
Oh, listen
so
up.
it's really, just such an incredible time. I know for me personally in 2024, I definitely, like I mentioned earlier, have big goals to share these amazing stories and incredible opportunities with my listeners and, continue to just push and grow and take it one day at a time. Because I know for me, taking it one day at a time is the best way for me to complete a goal.
That's right. That's
Absolutely, absolutely. Clarissa, how can people stay in touch with you on social media, with Synergy, all of that?
Okay, so personally, Clorissa Wright-Thomas, that's Clorissa, Wright, spelled the regular way, Thomas, spelled the regular way, on all platforms. And then for Synergy, we are Synergy_PR_SVCS. So it's a lot, but if you find one, you'll find the other. So that's where you find us, in synergyprservices.com for our website.
Absolutely. For a long time, I don't know why or where I got this nickname from. I used to just call you Chloe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you actually even went by that or I just made that up in my head. I had to at least ask you on the spot if that's something I made up or not.
You did not make that up. Actually,
okay.
Funny enough, my good friend Vanessa Parker made that name up. So, and I think you sat with Vanessa recently, her and her husband Cole Parker from Divas in Defense.
Yes.
Vanessa, when I first moved to Georgia, I think we were 23 and 24 when we met. She was like, I was introduced to the job. We worked at the same college. And she said, what's your name? And I'm like, oh, Clorissa. And she's like, oh, I'm calling you Chloe. This is the South. We're going to give you a nickname. I never had a nickname growing up. So you can tell where people know me from, time period in my life. Everybody who is from where I was born and raised, it's Clorissa. All of my Atlanta people call me Chloe. And my family's like, who is that? What's that name? It was dawned. I was given that name when I moved to Georgia, so you didn't make it up.
Yes.
You probably heard somebody call me.
I'm like, because I interchange back and forth, use your full name, say Chloe. I'm like, let me just stick with using her full name for now until I get the full story.
Both are appropriate, so whatever you call me, but that's fine. So yes, it was an endearing name given to me by a close friend.
I love it. I love it. See, you learn something new every day, even years after friendship.
Right.
I love love it. Of course, this is going to be a great 2024 for you, for me, for you.
Thank you.
And we cannot wait to bring you guys more incredible content and stories. And of course, if you want to stay in touch with Clorissa, make sure you do so by visiting synergyprservices.com or visiting them on socials at Synergy PR Services. Could you do the social media handle one more time? Because
Yes,
it's abbreviated.
It is. Oh my gosh. And I get into trouble all the time, but it's been so long, so I can't change it. Or I guess I can, but I haven't. Synergy_PR_SVCS.
Perfect. I love it. This is Live and Local Atlanta. I am Alyssa, and thank you guys so much for joining me on this very special New Year's Day special. Had to come up here in my jammies to knock it out. I was so excited to be down here. Make sure you download the free Odyssey app today. That's AUDACY inside the App Store. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and favorite Star 94 Atlanta. You can do that by hitting the heart in the top right-hand corner of your screen. And if you want to stay up to date with me, you can give me a follow across all social media at itsme_Alyssa D. I will see you guys next time.